The fluorescent lights flickered above me, casting an eerie glow across the sterile room. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor seemed to echo my rising anxiety. I stood by the bedside of Mr. Wilson, watching his chest rise and fall in shallow breaths. He was a quiet man, confined to his bed, unable to speak after a severe stroke. And yet my phone buzzed, pulling me from my thoughts. It was a message from Mr. Wilson's number. How could that be? My heart skipped a beat, then raced. Confusion mingled with the antiseptic smell of the place, creating a cocktail of emotions I couldn't easily shake off. I glanced at the still figure in front of me, his eyes closed, his world silent. The message was simple, almost cryptic. I know. Those two words, loaded and mysterious, lingered in the air, intertwining with the whispers of the hospital corridors. A chill ran down my spine, as if a ghost were passing through me. This mystery hung heavy in the air, forcing me to grapple with an unfamiliar dread. Before I continue, if you are feeling what I am feeling right now, please leave a like. It helps me keep going. I tried to shake it off. Maybe it was a glitch, I thought, trying to rationalize the irrational. I scanned the room as if the walls would offer me an answer. Nurses hustled past, doctors conferred in hushed tones, the mundane routines of hospital life continued around me, oblivious to my internal turmoil. But deep inside, a seed of doubt had been planted. I found myself compulsively checking the message, hoping for a clue, a sign, something to diminish my growing unease. I gazed at Mr. Wilson, searching for any indication, an eye flicker, twitch of a finger, that he might be communicating in ways I couldn't comprehend. My mind was a whirlpool of thoughts, each one fighting for attention. The buzzing fluorescent bulb seemed to mock my growing paranoia, its incessant hum a reminder of everything I couldn't understand. I felt exposed, my inner fears unraveling with each passing second in that isolated hospital room. The enigma expanded, drawing me in deeper. I couldn't let it go. So I began piecing together fragments of conversations, snippets of observations, like connecting dots in the dark. Privacy felt violated, boundaries crossed, yet I was driven by something much deeper than curiosity. I felt an inexplicable connection to Mr. Wilson's silent plea. Then something unexpected happened. Another message arrived. Look under the bed. My hands trembled as I reached down. I found a notebook, pages full of shaky writing. It was his voice, pouring out untold stories, apologies, confessions he could never articulate. Suddenly, it hit me. The real secret wasn't the supernatural message, but the loneliness of a man bound by silence, reaching out desperately from beyond his physical constraints. The truth became clearer. Mr. Wilson had pre-written these messages, and perhaps someone else had sent them on his. But the revelation came with its emotional price. Mr. Wilson wasn't alone. Someone cared enough to be his voice, even if it wasn't in a conventional way. My heart was a fragile entity now, stretched to its limits by the weight of the discovery. I felt a profound pang of human connection in that lonely hospital room. Mr. Wilson's silent struggle, his muffled cries for understanding, became a part of me. The truth whispered through the pages of his notebook, unraveling the mystery that once filled me with fear. As I closed the worn cover, I realized that not all voices need to be loud to be heard. My pulse steadied, and I felt a strange serenity wrap around me. Vulnerability, like a shared secret, transformed us into unwitting confidants. Before I left, I gently placed the notebook back where I'd found it, creating an unspoken pact with a man who couldn't speak, but said so much. Before you leave, if this moment impacted you as it impacted me, subscribe. I'm sharing every confession, and you never know which one will be next. Subscribe to the channel, and, if you can breathe after this, maybe you'll want to hear the next confession too. Sometimes, the truth we avoid is precisely the one we most need to hear. See you in the next video.